Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today we wrap up this 4-game. Brendan Finnegan is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What's your take on him, H?
Well, he's been good. He's had a solid season. If you look at his strikeout to walk ratio, it's 2-to-1, so that means he's around the plate. He's going to continue to dominate a little bit. But I think the key for him to continue to be successful is stay on the same mindset, pitch by pitch, inning by inning. We'll see if he executes that in this game.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And yeah, Matt, you never like to lose 3 games when you're at home, but particularly in this series, you got a chance to be swept with it being a 4-game set. This is a big game for them.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. The 2-1 on its way. Never attempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-1. This guy, whoo, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count gets him excited.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. This ball's grounded foul. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Just underway here at Fenway Park. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. A solo shot here to left, and that's home run number 64 on the season as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Come on,
Trying
Daddy,
to pick things up where we left off. Darren James.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
First offering on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, 2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Inside,
just
ball 3.
off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Well, now he's falling behind 3-1, and all the pitches have been down. He's trying to get that double play ball, but the strategy has to change now. Now he's got to throw a strike.
Here we go.
3-1. Here it is. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Not what you expect from your 3-hole.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2.
See it, drive it. Let's go right here.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. 2-0 pitch on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Digging in to try it again, Bob Laker, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Weekly hit towards first. Myers moving to his right, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in once again, Will Myers. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Will Myers.
Hard hit at third. James is there in time to first, and there are 2 away. Darren James will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. In tied at 93, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Reynolds is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. 1 run.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be...
A hitter on a hot streak receives kudos from his batting coach. A manager challenges his team. This series could potentially shift the balance in their division.
Tuesday night baseball now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the opener of a 3. Digging in, the switch hitter, Darren James. Watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Yeah, now let's go, kid.
Hey, keep swinging that high piece. Let's go, let's go.
Here comes the first pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win. Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Come on, baby. Say hi out there.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land foul, shy of the wall.
Ball.
1-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2.
This guy's a good hitter. He's seen a lot of pitches already, fouling balls off. But as the pitcher, I got to keep throwing him strikes. And if he hits it, hopefully it's at somebody.
Hey, let's go, kid. What time here?
2-2 count. Here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
The 2-2 one more time. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. After it is Marisnick. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in to try it again, Alan Henson. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Darren James. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
Hey, that's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And you can see right there he currently holds the top spot in that category on this Minnesota ball club. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Peterson.
Come on now, get your pitch up there. He's going.
Runner breaks for 3rd. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw right there, and he is out trying to take 3rd.
Oh, man, that couldn't have been much.
Digging in and looking for more, Darren James. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And a curveball in for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he was
ready for another chance. Darren James. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
Ready once again, Jock Peterson. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Runner goes for second, but this is speared by the first baseman. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. Striding in once again, Darren James. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in once again, Jock Peterson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that. Boy, the wheels.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting.
MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball brings us to Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Stepping in, Darren James. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Stay hot right now. Stay hot.
Hey, keep it going. Stay hot, huh?
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, last game they just didn't play well. They gave up a lot of runs, really sloppy. So when you play that sloppy, you're not going to win games.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Marisnik. 1 down. And neither runner will be able to move up. And it's a wasted chance with 1 out in the inning now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, no balls and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Swing and a liner, but foul. 1 out, nobody on.
Hey, see it? Drive it right there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Rickard is underneath this one. 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Darren James. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's set and the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
To second for one, on to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1. Striding into the box, Darren James starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. Here's the pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Jock Peterson.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
See it, drive it. The choke right here.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Rickard is there to put it away for route number 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball, home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Detroit Tigers seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Tyler Anderson picks up his team best 14th win in this one. William. Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Today the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series. Striding in, Darren James. He comes in hitting in the 370s for the season. Clearly always a threat with the bat. First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go. Let's fly. Let's go right here.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
And Darryl Parker, you know what I see with him, Matt, he's basic. You know, he's a guy that calling balls on the corners is not really.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, beautiful dive. What a play. Stepping into the box, Chris Huff. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
Chris Huff.
Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second. And he's safe. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. Ready now, Darren James comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, like you can up there, like you can. Let's go.
The pitch. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Schwarber will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first. Digging in, Darren James 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Here we go.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, you got it.
Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Come on now, 1 pitch right here.
The 1-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And the pitch on 2-1. And he pops him up back behind second base. Riggs is there for it. And the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 3 and the Twins. Stepping into the box, Ryan McCarty. A hit in 2 tries so far. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul at the plate. Darren James, not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there. Oh, did it 1 time. Here you go.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in, Darren James, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. From the stretch, first pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Come on, big dog. We need you.
Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I'd continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet.
And he's right here now. Here we go.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 6-4 the outcome today. Jorge. The weekend has arrived, and we've got baseball from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, the first of this 3-game. Into the box now, Darren James. He comes in hitting in the 370s for the season. Clearly always a threat with the bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Harold, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matt, it's been disappointing. I mean, here we are in the dog days of August, and this shows your colors right now. I mean, there's been a lot of bickering and complaining, but because they've been playing poorly, and it's hot, and they're all irritable. It's not a fun club to be around. Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he's still...
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Stepping into the box, Jock Peterson. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Swinging a soft liner towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance, Darren James.
Third baseman, Darren James.
From the stretch. Liner toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. Baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one.
Up next for the Twins.
Here's Jock Peterson now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Forced to stepping in and ready for another shot, Francis Coronado. This one's down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Sergio Samuels. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Darren James. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
That's a ball.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Ready for another shot now, Jock Peterson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a throw over, and now this ball's going to wind up out of play as that pickoff throw misfires in a big way.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him. Something he might need to work on before his next outing.
Buxton.
Put a good swing on it. Here we go. Runner,
getting a few steps off the second there. Now the pitch. Right side. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely. And the runner from second is in to score. Striding in once again, Darren James. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
One time, let's go.
Here it comes, 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Tomas calls for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for Minnesota. Digging in once again, Colton Wong. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a bunt attempt here. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that's off the left field wall. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. At the plate, Jock Peterson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Hard hit at third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, he executes the sinker, but the batter...
Into the box, Sergio Samuels. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit hard to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready once again, Darren James. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
The runner from second crosses the plate.
Oh, ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run right there. That's a nice job of just staying up the middle, not trying to pull a ball or get out in front. Just stay up the middle, and it paid off.
And there he goes towards second. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Knee high, he barehands it. What a play. And just like that, this one is over. 12-8 is the way this contest ends. The Cleveland Indians get the win on the heels of